You didn't know there was a way to make money working from home? You ever heard of flipping houses, wholesaling houses? Well, I have. It's an easy way to make money. Well, I shouldn't say an easy way to make money, because nothing is easy. They tell you it's easy, they're wrong. Well, flipping houses. What you do, and a lot of people will say you're ripping people off, you're trying to rob people's houses, you're stealing their houses. There's a small percentage of people that this will work for. So what you do with flipping houses is, let's say you find a house that's worth $100,000. Okay, the people are relocating. The people are in foreclosure. The people are dead, and the heirs want to sell the house fast. Okay, let's say that this $100,000 house needs $40,000 worth of repairs. So you take the $40,000 off the $100,000. Now you're left with $60,000. So right away, you can't offer them more than $60,000. Now they're going to say, "Wait a minute, you're ripping me off. My house is worth $100,000." You explain to them, "I have to do this to bring it up to modern day kitchen, modern day bathroom, blah blah blah," and so it's going to cost me $40,000 to bring it up to market value to that $100,000. So that's why I can only offer you $60,000. But you're not offering them $60,000 because you have to make some money. So what you do is you offer them $50,000 or $55,000. So you got a $10,000 or $5,000 cushion of your profit. What you got to do is you got to find a contractor or investor or somebody that's looking to flip houses. They'll buy it from you for the $60,000. You paid $50,000 or $55,000. The contractor buys it from you. They do the work themselves and they flip the house themselves. You are basically, you call it that you're flipping houses, but you're really not flipping houses. What you're doing is you're being a bird dog for somebody who's flipping houses. You're flipping the house to them, and they in turn are flipping it. So you're making money, they're making money, everybody's making money. So what you do to get started, I spent about $150 on bandit signs. Okay, they're little signs. You've probably seen them all over the neighborhood. We buy houses, we buy ugly houses, we buy houses for cash. Okay, and you just hang them up on telephone poles, on whatever, signs in the neighborhood. Of course, there are ordinances that says you can't do these things, you can't hang things up, so you got to be taking them down. You put them up on the weekends, take them down Sunday night. Put them up Friday night, put them down Sunday night, and this way the authorities won't know they're there. That's another story. Anyway, you can do it. I've never gotten in trouble, and I haven't heard of anybody getting in trouble, but that's just something to cover your, CYA. So you put up these signs. People are calling you. You buy my house, you buy my house. So you pre-qualify them. You find out why they're buying, what their situation is. Most people don't want to, give you their personal information. Some people are so desperate they're going to pour their hearts out to you and tell you their problems. Okay, you soak it all in. You sympathize. You try to empathize with their situation. You're there to help. You're there to save the day. You're there. They're drowning. They're about to lose everything. You're there to throw them a lifeline. Those are the people you want. 99% of the people are going to scream, laugh, and just be thinking you're out of your minds. But that 1% of people, they're the ones that need you. They need your service and are willing to pay, willing to lose that money so that you can make money just to get out of a bad situation. Those people are out there. Now you have to go looking for that needle in a haystack. You put up 100 signs, you maybe get one call. Put up 300 signs, you get 3 calls. Out of those 3 calls, you may get one guy. Okay, and then you start the process. Listen, it can be done. People do it. I'm not saying it's easy. It's a lot of work. You look at these things and people say make money fast, make money this, get rich. You're not getting rich. Okay, you're not getting rich. Well, you can, but you're not right away. You got to put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of work. Okay. And money, you got to invest some money. Wholesaling houses didn't cost a lot to get started for me. A lot of time, a lot of running around the neighborhood. Another thing you do is you drive around neighborhoods and you look for distressed houses. You look for the houses where the grass isn't cut. The grass is 3 feet high, or the roof needs to be done, or the siding is in bad shape or it needs to be painted, things that people aren't keeping up the house. You drop a card off or a note or a letter. You send them a letter explaining that you buy houses and this is this and this is that and this is what you do. And you send out 1,000 letters. You can get mailing lists for these type of things, or you can go around the neighborhood and just drop. But you send out all these letters, and out of 1,000, you get 1, 2, 5 people contact you. Out of those 1, 2, 5 people that contact you, maybe you get one that fits your criteria, and you go from there. Now, there's all kinds of people on YouTube and internet that'll teach you how to do all the, the small details and everything. I'm just giving you an overview that it can be done. Okay, it can be done. It's legal. You put what you're doing is when you find the person, they qualify. You put them under contract, a 30, 90-day contract, that you're going to buy their house for, let's say, $50,000. Remember that $100,000 house, $40,000 repairs. We're going to pay $50,000. So we put it on the contract that we're going to pay cash in 90 days. Okay. Then you go out and you find the contractor who's going to buy it from you for the 60, okay? And you flip the contract to him. That's why it's called flipping. You're flipping contracts. You're not actually flipping properties. You're flipping the contract. So you flip the contract. Now, how do you find these contractors? The same way that you're running around the neighborhoods looking for houses, you're also running around the neighborhood looking for contractors. You drop off cards. You find out who's flipping houses. Okay, a lot of bird dogging, a lot of running around the neighborhood and checking things. Now, the other thing you can do is put ads on things like Craigslist, house for sale, $50,000. Even though you don't have a house for sale yet, you put these ads on Craigslist. Contractors call the ad because they're looking, and you explain to them what you're doing. I'm a bird dog. I'm looking for properties. I could probably set you up, with 2 or 3 a year that you can flip, and you find a couple of these contractors. And you keep them in your back pocket. Every time you get a property, you say, listen, I'm going to forward you the information on this property I found, and maybe you're interested, maybe you're not. So you have one list of contractors that you keep in your back pocket. That list grows over time. So that's key. Those are the people that you're flipping the contracts to. So you're going to build a list of people that are investors, contractors, people that are flipping houses. On the other side of the contract, of the coin, is you're out there looking for these deals. Okay, and believe me, it can be done. It's a lot of work. When you make a deal, you're making $5,000 to $10,000 on one deal. So you make one deal every 3 months, one deal a year. Okay, $10,000 extra a year. It may not work out to the amount of time you're putting into it. Okay, but it's at your leisure. It's when you feel like it. You can run around and hang these signs up at 2 in the morning. Okay, you can be on the internet doing ads at 2 in the morning. Okay, you can fit it around your regular job. As I always say, multiple streams of income. This is just one thing. Okay, one thing. If you want to work from home, be successful, this is one thing. You need a bunch of things, 3, 4, 5 different deals going on. This is one thing. Okay. Now you know.